So it's day 50 of 75 hard, but it's also day 50 of the spring cut. So it's going super good. I definitely just kind of, I won't say rushed into this spring cut, but it's my first time I've ever really done a focused spring cut. All the other times are just half-ass efforts really. But I'm starting to get into the middle of it, and now from in the middle of it, I'm sorting my way out and navigating it. And there's a few things that have been brought to my attention that would actually probably help me out a lot. And one of them is carb loading. And the carb loading, I heard of it before. It's like rotating your carbs, high carb day, low carb day. But actually, once I looked into it more, it makes a lot of sense. So basically, once you go into that calorie deficit, whenever you first start, you're in a calorie deficit. You got a lot of glycogen stores, a lot of fat, and you're basically overnourished at that point if you came from bulking. But about 2 or 3 weeks in, your bodies have kind of went through that reserve and all of those back stores, and your energy levels start going boom. You get flat, out of energy, and basically, but I've stayed on the same amount of calories pretty much the entire time, and it's just went and got worse and worse and worse, and they call that diet fatigue. Well, dude, I'm depleting my entire body of carbohydrates, which is essential for your brain, the glycogen stores in your muscles, all that stuff is carbohydrate driven. You can get it from protein, but we're not gonna go there. Basically, you're depleting your body of all of the glycogen stores in it, and so if you have a high carb day, or even 2 in a row, it'll kind of deplete, or it'll kind of replenish those stores and kind of give you a second wind, and then you drop back into your calorie deficit. You're still at a calorie deficit, but just throwing some extra carbs in there on certain days. I heard it be referred to as basically like, if you go underwater, hold your breath. You can only hold your breath for so long, but if you go up, get some air, and then come back down, it's like that. You're basically in a calorie deficit, you're getting really fatigued, you're losing sleep. You got some other symptoms, boom, bump up calories, get that glycogen store up again, then go right back into that calorie deficit. And you're just going like this kind of. And it's a more methodical process, but I think it's better in the long run because you're not just fucking balls to the wall. You're kind of burning yourself out with that process, the diet fatigue. So I've been trying to throw some extra carbs in there. I actually really haven't. I just spiked them like probably 30 or 40 grams, whatever. Maybe, yeah, probably, maybe like 50, but nothing crazy. My calories are still way low. Like, I think they're about 1,350 right now. I'm kind of into making slow but sure progress instead of fast and rapid and just feel like you fucking fizzle out. You know, if you hit your goal, if you even do hit your goal, you just fizzle out. You actually didn't have the habits built up underneath it to sustain it after you get to that point. So I just like that slow, steady, making the adjustments as I feel like I need to, you know, fleshing it out until I've got like a good baseline of things that are applicable and work for me. And now it's easy to maintain because it's been 100 days and I'm really in a good groove, sailing and coasting along just at an even steady pace there. So I think it's important with diet. Maybe your spring cut needs to be a little bit longer, but not as a drastic calorie deficit, or else, you know, you're just kind of just running yourself right into the ground.